No, 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 no. Oh, he tried it.
I literally cannot understate how big of an L this Disney walkout has been. And I'm not talking about the employees. I'm talking about the mainstream media. And I'm going to tell you exactly why that is. Look, first and foremost, I want to say I 100% support employees fighting for their rights. This isn't necessarily to meme on employees walking out. The reason I'm making fun of them is because they're walking out under false pretenses. Everybody who walked out of Disney is talking about how this law, which passed, by the way, has anything to do with LGBTQ rights. It doesn't. It doesn't. So the fact that they're walking out, they're literally just fabricating, I'm not kidding, fabricating the entire reason that they're walking out, which is why it's so pathetic. And look, I keep getting told how our glorious leader has delivered us this amazing economy. If you're one of the unhappy employees at Disney, I am sure that there is another job you could get, because I wouldn't stay at a company that I felt like hated me, and I wouldn't try to change that company either. Now, a cursory headcount by me, including the one person who walked out in Disney, Florida, and everywhere else around the world. So the Lucasfilm Studios, the animation studio, and the other place in Burbank. All these other places are in California, a state not affected by this legislation whatsoever. If I was generous, there's 120 people that walked out. Pretty good numbers. What if I asked you, do you have a guess how many people actually work for Disney? Yeah, it's 200,000. 200,000 people work for Disney, and they couldn't even get 200 of them to walk out. This is the biggest, and I mean, like, from a very serious, from a very unironic position, this is what we're fighting against. Every major mainstream media article, and I'm going to show you them, talked about massive Disney walkout, Disney in chaos amid walkout. There are hundreds of articles, and I'll show you a couple of them, that refer to this, the walkout as massive. They're lying. It wasn't massive. It was pathetic. Pathetic. 0.01% of your employees walked out. Probably roughly the same. Well, anyway, we're going to get into the absolute hilarity of the story after a quick word from this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access VPN. Look, it's 2022. Everyone should be using a VPN by now. They unlock content, they provide an immense amount of privacy, and much more. From a privacy standpoint, not using private internet access would be like forgetting to mute yourself on Zoom and then talking about your coworkers. For a unblocking content worldwide, watching Netflix without private internet access is like paying for an entire spa day, but only getting a facial. Private internet access unlocks content, it adds an extra layer of protection, it conceals your internet traffic, your true IP, yours alone. You can access your favorite content, region-locked content. There are thousands of worldwide server locations, and I've been working with private internet access so long, they have a massive discount for you, my subscribers, when you use the link in the description or in the pinned comment down below. So get protected, get access to all the content you deserve, and save huge by using my custom link in the description or pinned comment down below to get private internet access today. Now let's look. By the way, it's 2022. If you haven't picked up a VPN yet, it's very helpful in watching region-locked content and also accessing other content that you may not be able to get at, as well as protecting your data and browsing anonymously. Let's look at this massive Lucasfilm walkout. And I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And a dog. 2 dogs. 21 people and 2 dogs. You know how many employees Lucasfilm has that's being reported? Over 2,000, and that's from 2015. So it's safe to say that it's probably nearly double that now. Less than 1%. Less than 1%. And the media is in the most massive cope I've ever seen. Ever. How about some of these other pictures I want to show you? Because it's absolutely hilarious. Most of these people, the Lucasfilm walkout, I'm sorry, the walkout from Pixar, the Pixar walkout was about 30 people, most of whom, 5,000 likes, okay? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, not even 30. And oh, by the way, if you take a look, the overwhelming majority of them are covering their faces. How many employees does Pixar have? I don't know. Let's take a look. Well, that's not that many. Call it 1,500 maybe now. Oh, this is in 2020. So 1,300. 20 people. But the media is using words like massive. Look at this. Disney employees engage in massive walkout over controversial bill. ABC. Disney employees stage walkout to demand action. More than 100. 100? 100. There's 200,000 people that work there. 100. And every media outlet is 100. Here's Yahoo. Disney walkout and holds walkover. 100 people. Fire them all right now. Problem solved. Just fire them all. 100 people. Good Morning America. Turmoil at Disney amid worker walkout. If you have 200,000 employees, I think it's fair to say that you have orders of magnitude more than 100 staffers call in sick every day. 100 employees out of 200,000, nobody noticed. Nobody. And you had some of these pictures. It was very hard to find any pictures. Here we have, of course, the hilarious one from the New York Post. One person. Hey, good bully for you. Again, I'm not trying to make fun of employees fighting for what they believe are rights, whether it's better pay, better hours, or whatever the case may be. But these people are actual liars. There's 3 categories I've placed these protesters into. 1, they never read the bill. And I certainly hope that that's most of them. 2, they read the bill and they're disingenuous liars. Or 3, they're groomers. These are the 3 categories of people that walk. One employee. One is the loneliest number. 1. Today, all the mainstream media, Disney plans massive walkout. Not even 100 worldwide. Out of 200,000 employees walked out. The reason this is such a massive L is because they had the entire power of the mainstream media machine. And it did nothing. Do you think Bob Chapek is sitting in his office shaking in his boots because 100 out of his 200,000 employees took their break to go walk out to the street for 5 minutes? This is like premium blend entitlement. Like, if entitlement was a cologne, this would be that dude who always wore like a gallon of Dracar Noir or Aspen. You smelled him before he got in the room. I'm making fun of these people because they are liars. This has absolutely, positively nothing to do with LGBTQ rights. Nothing. It has everything to do with first grade teachers teaching anything. And by the way, there's this fallacy that they're spreading around too, like, what? First grade teachers can't acknowledge there's gay people? No. Also, player, hold up. I don't want a first grade teacher talking to a first grader about hetero relationships. Teach them how to write letters and do addition and read. I don't know when you learn to read, but I assume it's before school. I don't know. Not what happens in people's bedroom. We're not talking about ever, bro nameths. We're talking about first, second, and third grade. I would like this individual on this picture to come on my channel and explain to me why he thinks a second grade teacher should be talking to a 6-year-old about this stuff. I just want him to put his face to his position. I'll even say their position. I don't know. I want to know why so many people like ESPN and Disney, and by the way, ESPN also hilariously, I mean, this Disney Walkout account has been complete. Look at this. The day after it, right? 7,000 followers. The media has abandoned them. 100 likes? 100. 170, to be fair. I don't want to be just 170 likes. This whole movement has been about keeping people safe and giving them a place to grow and live fulfilled lives. Notice how they shift the narrative again? No. You aren't weaseling out of this. You want first grade teachers to be able to teach bedroom stuff to first graders. That's you. You don't get to shift this now. You don't get to make this about LGBTQ rights because the bill isn't about that. You don't get to, this stink is on you, my friends. You don't get to do that. Everybody in this picture, again, either didn't read the bill, is a disingenuous liar, or a groomer, in my opinion. Why else would you be even involving yourself in this? Pixar, all I hear about Pixar is, man, we've got to have more girl-on-girl romantic relationships in our movies. Why? Why? Why are Pixar movies, which are targeted towards kids, have anything of that nature in it? This account, look at this. The day, 20 hours ago, the day of the walkout, 5,000 likes. Now, completely abandoned. The media has completely abandoned them because the employees don't actually care. This whole thing was astroturfed, and it's hilarious. A lot of people showed their rears here, okay? A lot of people who pushed this and spoke out for it told you who they are. Now Disney has a task force to create more LGBTQ content for children. Why? Why is that important? I'm not saying it shouldn't exist. I'm asking, why is it important? Why is there a task force for this? Just make good movies. Is it that difficult? And you have Moon Knight stars Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke speak out about Disney employees' protests, again, according to Variety, of anti-LGBTQ legislation, which it is not. The Moon Knight actor proves that he is also a literal NPC by responding by saying the word gay 45 times. Again, not in the bill. So Oscar Isaac, which one of my 3 predetermined categories do you fit into? I hope it's that you didn't read it. And you would be forgiven if you fell for all this propaganda because it's every site. Every site, massive walkout, turmoil, employees fight back, Disney brand slam Florida. What? 100 out of 200,000 people. More people that work for Disney have been arrested for meetups with the youngins in the past 5 years than that, or close to it. Okay? This is an insignificant AstroTurf campaign. ESPN getting involved. Why? Because that's what we want from our sports networks. That's right. Look at some of the comment. Look at some, I mean, it's like, why is ESPN involved in this at all? They're owned by Disney. Here, I almost ratioed them with 5,000 likes. This is a really weird way to admit ESPN is pro-grooming. Can you let me know why you want to talk about bedroom stuff with first graders so badly? 5,000 likes compared to ESPN's 21,000. And the comment section is full of people dunking on them. Stop letting people gaslight you. This has been an epic fail and an important watershed moment for people to see that all of this, a lot of these, super important issues that we're supposed to be paying attention to are complete bunk. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out this video sponsor, Private Internet Access, and we'll talk to you again real soon.